Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at my November TBR. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and if you like my content, please give this video a thumbs up. Now, before we actually get into the TBR, please can someone tell me how we are already in November? Where has the year gone? When I am counting back the years, I straight up go to 2019 and I just completely forget that 2020 happened as well. And we are in 2021. Is it just me, or am I going bonkers? Just tell me in the comments how we are already at the end of this year when I don't even remember last year. There are two books that I'm going to be reading for the month of November, and I am actually pretty much looking forward to them because they are pretty good. The first book that I'm going to talk about is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. How beautiful is this cover? And as I have read a little bit about this book, there are actually clues as to what happens in this book on the cover of this book. So that makes it exciting. I have read The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I actually really liked it. I did find some loopholes, not exactly loopholes, but some issues with the story, with the way the story pans out and with the way story ends. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Erin Morgenstern is an incredible writer. And not only that, she is a great fantasy writer. The world that she has created in The Night Circus is just breathtaking. I wanted to be a part of that world. So The Starless Sea is actually the second book by Erin Morgenstern, and The Night Circus was her debut novel. The thing with The Starless Sea is I have read a lot of comments from other people is that they compare The Night Circus with The Starless Sea, and they say that it doesn't match up and it doesn't hit the mark. But I am trying my level best to go into The Starless Sea with as much neutrality as possible, because I don't want to compare both of these things, because obviously both of these are separate stories. But I have no doubt that this is a great book because there is a huge fandom for it. So what happens is, or I just have a vague idea as to what happens actually in the novel. There is a boy. That boy goes into his university library and he finds this really weird book. And he opens that book and there are different stories in that book. He reaches a certain story and he realizes that that story is actually a story from his childhood, about his life. And he gets confused. So he find clues and stuff in that book, and he goes to this room, which is a mysterious room or some sort. And then he just goes into this another universe, or it's like a fantasy world. And then the story progresses. There is obviously a lot to the book, and I just probably gave a really bad summary of it, or a pretty good one. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm actually against reading too much about books before going into them, because that just takes away the element of surprise from them. And that's what happened with me in The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I was expecting a lot. So I'm excited to dive deeper into this new world that's created by Erin Morgenstern. I don't know. We will see, because the summary is actually giving me the vibes of The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, and I really like that book as well, but it didn't hit the mark, you know? It wasn't really perfect. When I was reading the summary of that book, I thought that it was going to be unusual. It was going to be a unique book, but when I started reading it, it wasn't that, you know? It's not like a rare book or a rare story that no one has ever told. It's just like it's publicized really well. And not only that, the story is pretty simple, but at the same time, I like the message that's there. But we're not talking about The Midnight Library. We are talking about The Starless Sea. Now, coming towards the second book, it's Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. I have read Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and honestly, it is my most favorite nonfiction. I have never really read anything like it. I will leave the link to the review up here if you want to check it out. But Eat, Pray, Love is basically her own life story, and it is a bestseller. I actually wanted a hardcover or a different cover of this book, because the book has been made into a movie and the cover is from the movie, and I don't really like it. You know, it takes away the element from the book. But the book is about Elizabeth Gilbert and her life when she got a divorce. She just left everything and she went on a world tour to find herself, basically. So that's her story and journey of finding herself. I have heard a lot of good reviews about it. It was recommended to me by someone, so I'm looking forward to reading it. You know, it kind of reminds me of how we describe kittens and babies as eat, poop, sleep. That's the cycle of it. So those are the 2 books that I have decided to read in November. Do let me know your TBR in the comments below, because I love to read your comments and I love reading what you are reading in the next month. With that note, we have come to the end of this video. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to follow me on my socials, the links are in the description, and also the handles are on the screen as always. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please make sure to do that by clicking the red subscribe button and making it gray. And I will see you guys really soon, inshallah. Till then, take care. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.